Strategic calmness, not being afraid.
They pursue their dreams every day and make that choice when they wake up. So, just a mentality, really, aspiration come from people that do amazing things, but they're really ordinary people, just waking up every day doing it, doing the little things that people out there. So
God just passed me. He said, God, just be average today. Some of you just don't understand. Some of you have been average for so damn long, you don't know what it is to do hard work. But there's a lot of you out there who want to be much more than average, but just don't know how to do it every single day, the grind. And you find someone to oil the ears up. So check it out. This is a mindset. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. There's a motherfucker out there who wants what you have, who wants the position you are, who wants the job you have, who wants the wife that you have, or the husband. There's someone out there hungry and wants everything you can have. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But if it is, it's going to be yours. So make that a motivation for you. Stay hard.
We're not on this stage just because of talent or ability. We're up here because of 4 a.m. We're up here because of 2-a-days or 5-a-days. We're up here because we had a dream and let nothing stand in our way. If anything tried to bring us down, we used it to make us strong. We were never satisfied, never finished, will never be retired. My high school English teacher, Mr. Fisk, he had this beautiful quote, and it read, "Rest at the end, not in the middle." And I took that to heart. I believe there's time for resting at the end, but for me, that time is not now. My next dream is to be honored one day for inspiring the next generation of athletes to have a dream, sacrifice for it, and never ever rest in the middle.
Why do we folks? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
We will win, because we will hit all game. We are motivated. We are dedicated. We will win. We are the best on the field. Can you do me a favor? Stop being scared to be you. Start being you. Fuck what they think. You keep running. Fuck what they gonna say. Start being you. Listen, before you know, life is gonna be over, and you wanna say to yourself, I didn't live my life. I'm seeing too many people out here being cloned of people that they never met just because they see them on social media and they put this whole show on. This whole show, this production, and their life is so great that you don't even want to be you. That you abandon yourself. I ain't gonna never jump outside of myself and be nobody else.
Just gotta go to work, man. I'm obsessed with finding myself now after and not having to prove anything to anybody other than myself.
You see this guy here staring back at you?
Yeah.
That's your toughest opponent. Every time you get into the ring, that's who you're going against. I believe that in boxing, and I do believe that in life.
My hero. That's who I chase. Now, when I was 15 years old, I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, "Who's your hero?" And I said, "I'm not going to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks." I come back 2 weeks later. This person comes up and says, "Who's your hero?" I said, "I thought about it. You know who it is?" I said, "It's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, "So are you a hero?" And I was like, "Not even close." No. She said, "Why?" I said, "Because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero is always 10 years away."
The way I look at it within myself, or why not, or why can't I be the MVP of the league? Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why. Why can't I do that?
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood.
There's only two types: winners and losers.
Winners don't make excuses when the other side plays the game.
Yeah, I heard a quote one time from Vincent Van Gogh that really rang true. He said he has dedicated his life to his art, and he has lost his mind in the process. When I sat and I thought about that, it sounded very familiar. I have given every single thing, every ounce of my life to this craft, to perfecting my craft, and I continue to do so. And in the process, I have lost my mind. But in a a good way to regular society, to people who wake up.
What is up, YouTube? Just me doing 5 sets of triceps with my dumbbells. See you in the next one.